Hi everyone, today I'm featuring the July card kit, and just like always with these videos I'm going to show you what is included in the kit for this month, and then I'm going to share some inspiration. So first of all, you are going to get a dot runner. This is one of their brand tape runners, and I like the fact that you can get refills for this one. So remember, don't throw the outside away. Now, this month's kit is packed with products. You will get this package that includes those collage strips. These are great if you mix and match them to create a background. You know that I love paper, and this is the product that I'm focusing on today. I'm going to show you a really fun and easy card design that you can recreate to mass produce cards in no time, and you can create sets that you can hand out as gifts. And as if this pattern paper wasn't enough, you do get a whole pack of pattern paper. These are one-sided. Some of them have a lovely foiling on them, specialty paper. I think that they match beautifully. They have that vintage look and feel with the collage strips, so you can definitely combine them together for your projects. Then let's take a look at the stamp set for this month. You get many sentiments along with stamps for flowers that you can mix and match to create flower compositions. One of those really versatile stamp sets. And I told you that this kit this month is packed with products, so you do get an embossing folder which is really versatile. It has a lovely design, plus there is a die along with that design. So you can use the die to cut out the label at the center to create window cards, for example, or you can just use the cutout part as a focal point on another card. Lots of ways to use this one. And of course you get cardstock. One of them is specialty cardstock. You see it has that rose gold lovely shine on it. And finally, in this kit you do get a zipper bag to store all of these products away, as well as your lollipop. Now, since in the kit you do get lots of those collage strips, I'm going to show you a design which is easy to recreate, to create many sets of cards and to use up all those strips if you like. So first of all, I'm starting on a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 white card, and I'm going to add a little bit of splattering. For that I'm using distress ink in a color that matches the colors of my strip. So here you can see that most of the colors are blue. That's why I went with faded jeans for the background. Now when I'm using a strip that has a photograph on top, I'm going to somehow cover it up or chop it off. I don't want to use faces because they kind of drag the eye on the face, and for this card I don't want the photograph to be the focal point. I just cut out the strip to be slightly smaller than the height of my card. I don't measure anything. You will see that all the strips are going to be slightly different. I'm also using white string. I'm going to wrap it around 3 or 4 times and also tie a little bow. I'm adding that because otherwise the card is quite simple, so I need to add something extra to make it look more special and to add some interest. One way that you can enhance the background and add a little bit more of extra visual texture is by doing some stamping with a text stamp. I'm sure you all have a text stamp in your stash. I'm using the same blue ink that I used for the splattering on the background, and I'm doing second generation stamping so that it is more faded. If you want to have it more in your face or more vibrant, you can definitely go ahead and stamp directly. I just want this to be what it is, the background. And you will see a version of this design without the text stamping in some of the cards, so that you can see the difference. So I am going to stick on top my collage strip. I do have foam tape at the back. And then I'm going to add a focal point on top of this background strip. For that I decided to go with just a plain cutout of a branch. I'm using a die from an older release by Simon Says Stamp. I'm sure you all have something similar, just a branch or a bunch of leaves that you cut out and stick behind that bow would do the trick. I chose to go with white cardstock for that instead of coloring it or cutting it out from colored cardstock, because I wanted that to stand out against the busy background. At the same time it matches the color of my background, which is white. Also, when you are going for a clean and simple look on a card, it's better to limit your color palette. Now, in terms of a sentiment, these cards are very generic. You can use them for pretty much any occasion. You can definitely stamp any of the sentiments included in the stamp set. And the card design gives you plenty of blank space to do that. However, for today I decided to go with one of those ready-made stickers. These are from a booklet by Tim Holtz. I have these booklets for so many years and I'm on a mission to use them up if I can, but no matter how much I use them, they keep on giving. Anyway, this is the card design. To enhance it a little bit more, to make it more extra, I'm going to add a few gems in the color of blue, of course, since I do have blue splatters and a blue main theme on the background. So here is my card. I love that it can be used for any occasion and for anyone. And remember that we got tons of those strips, so we can recreate the same design but using different colors. So for example, if you go through the bunch of strips, you will find that there are some based on green, others that they have the main color in purple or in pink, and so on and so forth. So I'm going through all the strips that I have, trying to pick some of the designs. So I'm going to create a set of cards. And for every card, I'm going to repeat the same design. If there is a photo on the strip, I am going to cover it up with other pattern paper. So here, for example, I'm going with a green main strip. So I'm going to cover up the photo of the people because you tend to look at the faces and I don't want this to be the focal point. Then I'm going to cut it to size. It has to be smaller than 5.5. I will repeat the same thing for all the rest of the strips. For the background, I'm going with the color of the main paper strip. So here, for example, you can see I have a red one. I'm going to add splatters with a red dye ink on the background. And with the magic of video editing, here are all the cards that I made. Here is my pink one. You see I have pink splatters at the background and pink gems to add some extra shine. I always combine them with the matching color of envelope. And these would make a great set. You can put all of them together in a box and hand them out as a gift. And if you want to make the life of the recipient even easier, you can omit stamping or adding a sentiment on all of those cards. So you can just hand them out blank without a sentiment and give them a bunch of sentiment strips, stickers in a little bag so that they can use them depending on the occasion that they want to use it for. So I'm bringing in my purple one and then I made another one which is completely different from the ones that you see here, just to show you the same idea how it would look with a more vintage look and feel. So here I did the exact same thing but not on a white card, I rather went on a craft card base. So these were the cards for today. Here are some close-up photos where you can see the sentiments better, as well as all the details. I hope that you had fun, that you got inspired. Links to everything I used can be found down below. Thank you all so much for joining me and I'll see you all next time.